Hey guys, good afternoon, good morning, good evening. It's Jonathan Godara here again to another Get Started Unity Game Development tutorial. And yeah, I took a little break for the holidays, so I'm back to everything. And yeah, I've also been kind of busy. I've been working on a few games lately, so everything has pretty much been taking my time. So yeah, let's just get started with this tutorial. In this tutorial, we're going to be talking about trigger events, how to make trigger events. In the last tutorial, we talked about um, collision, how to make like a collider, like a collision event, sort of. But in this tutorial, I'm going to be talking about trigger events. It's very similar to the collision script that we made in the last game. Very similar. But yeah, just follow along. So first of all, we are going to get rid of this collider script that we made in the last video. We're just going to remove it, and let's add a new script called, let's say, trigger script. Yes. So yeah, we're adding this script to the box game object, not the ball. Sorry for that noise, guys. It's just my generator. It's pretty loud. So we have added the trigger script to the box game object, and here, because we are going to make a trigger event, we are going to mark the box collider as a trigger. So going back to the ball game object, we are going to shift it up a little bit. Yes, and we're going to add something to this ball game object. We're going to increase the linear drag so that when it falls under gravity, it's going to fall much more slower. So let's just say linear drag of 6. Let's hit a play to sides. Oops. Okay, I think that is okay. That looks good. So, and one more thing we're also going to do is that we're going to increase the box collider on the box game object. Just going to click on this icon, and yes, okay, so let's say something like this, right? So the collision is actually going to start from this place, right? So what we're planning to do is that when this ball game object enters this collider, as the ball is coming down, it enters this invisible collider. This box game object is going to automatically destroy before the ball game object even touches it. Right, so I'm just doing this as a simple example to show you guys how trigger events work. Okay, so let me just reduce this a bit. Okay, so let's open up the scripts for editing in model develop. Okay. So I'm going to be watching everything from here. Okay, so let's get coding. Come on. Alright. So what I'm going to do is that we're going to get rid of these default codes that Unity gives us. So we're going to make a trigger event. It's going to be something like this. Void on trigger enter and 2D. Note you must write it the exact way I've written mine because it is case sensitive. We're going to say collider 2D order. Okay, let's get back to it here. Let's check the tag we gave the ball. Okay, the tag is called the ball, right? I'm going to say if we're going to make an if statement saying if order dot tag is equals to ball. So the if any game object in the game that has the tag ball collides with the box collider that is marked as trigger, it is going to automatically destroy. So I'm going to say destroy game object. So it's a very simple script. So we're just because of this trigger, this I've already marked the box as trigger. So we're just saying if this ball game object collides with this box collider, right? If it touches it, this box game object is going to automatically destroy it. So that's why we made a void on trigger enter to the collider to the nodes. It's not collider. If we write it as just collider, it's going to give us a collider 3D, and this is a 2D game, not a 3D. So it needs to be collider 2D and order. You can actually write anything you want here. So I'll write order here. We're going to say if this order dot tag, meaning if it collides with any game object that has the tag ball, it is going to destroy. So I'm going to save the script and head back to Unity. So if I didn't make any mistakes, it should automatically work once we play the game. So let's Unity just boot up everything for us and we are good to go. Okay, Control P, that's the shortcut for play. Awesome. So yeah, we saw that as immediately the ball collided with the box collider on this box game object, it automatically got destroyed. So that is the basic way of that is for beginners, the basic way on how to use trigger events in your game, right? You can set different triggers for different scenarios in your game, right? But the syntax should be exactly like this: void on trigger enter to the collider whatsoever. Then you are going to check if the game object that this script is sitting on collides with another game object. If the tag is equals to the tag you have put here, something is going to happen. It doesn't necessarily mean that the game object is going to destroy. You can say, let's say, if the game object has health, you can say health minus minus, that is, it will decrease health by 1. Right? So there are different ways you can use this trigger event. So yeah, just go crazy with it and see what you can create using the trigger event. And I hope this video was helpful. Please, if it was, just drop a comment and like this video, and please subscribe to this channel to get updates of future videos. And in the next video, I'm just going to be teaching you guys a few codes, to expand your code base. Okay, we're just going to be writing like let's say 5 to 6 different lines of code, right? Simple code for beginners, right? So that speeding up your game development career. And after that video, I think we are going to make a complete game from scratch. I don't know yet, but I'm actually planning on making a tutorial on that. Just a simple 2D game, where the player switches sprites side by side, shooting enemies that is coming from the left side of the screen and the right side of the screen. So that's going to be awesome. So with that said, I will see you in the next video. Stay blessed.